Hello students, now we are continuing the first chapter of political science class 10, that is power sharing, and I told you about Belgium and Sri Lanka, and then after this actually these two case studies were given to ensure to make you understand why power sharing is essential. What is the importance of power sharing? So, um, as I have given you notes in the previous classes, that that notes tells you how power sharing makes the government more efficient, or the country who is practicing power sharing is more progressive than other countries. So, I'm explaining the notes, and in that, the first question what I have given you, that power sharing is desirable. Yes, and why power sharing is desirable. So in that, I have explained one key point, key word, and that is prudential. What is prudential? Which is based on prudence. Prudence means when you think about the outcomes, the pros and cons of any particular situation or any particular strategy, and then you calculate and then come to a decision whether it is good for the government or for any issue or any topic or not. So prudential is the is a word, or it is a term used when we it is based on prudence, and we decide the things when we carefully calculate the gains and losses abided with that particular thing. So power sharing is desirable, or why power sharing is desirable, when we explain it, we take two context. First, prudential means I explained you prudential. So, if we see the prudential reason, we can say it is the first reason, and that is prudential reason of power sharing. We calculate, if we practice power sharing, then what will be the gains and losses. Yes, it was difficult, it was quite tedious, that um, in somewhere somebody is having more power. We have come, like you have seen in Belgium, they have community government. Then in Brussels, a different prospect, a different arrangement was made. Means four amendments were made, and a Belgian model, a complex one, has come. But that accommodation, the Belgian model, has ensured the prudential stability. Okay, so why it is important? If we see why power sharing is desirable, the first reason, the answer in the first reason, you have to write prudential reason. At times in exams, only it is mentioned that mention the prudential reason for power sharing. Then you have to write only this. You cannot write moral reasons. So prudential reasons reduces the possibility of conflict. Like we have seen Sri Lanka, they never thought about the pros and cons or the gains and losses of their decisions. What they did, the majority gains the power and they decided the things. And what was the outcome? Outcome was the people, means the Tamilians were struggling, but not only the Tamilians but also the Sinhalas were also suffering. They have to face wars, like situation. They were opposed by the majority of group. On the whole country was lagging behind and struggling and lagging behind. So prudential reason is very important. They think all the possibilities are been calculated, and because all the possibilities, all the groups, all the ethnic groups, all the what you can say, all the benefits of all the groups has been calculated and kept in mind in the government. So there's very less chances of conflicts. We cannot say that there's no conflict. Like in our country, there are conflicts, but because we have ensured, we have taken the prudential reason in our mind, being, although we are having so much diversity in our country, but we have ensured unity in our country, and that is well said by Jawaharlal Nehru, unity in diversity, that we are ensuring. Then because of conflict, less number of conflict, because it reduces the conflicts, number of conflicts among all the groups. So political stability is there, and it is very important. Unless and until there is uh, harmony among all the groups, we cannot have political stability. Like we have seen in our neighboring countries, if they don't have the this prudential um, mindset in their brain, then political instability means change of government. They don't have faith in the government, they keep on changing, and that is never ever in the favor of the country. So prudential reason reduces the chances, the possibility of conflicts, and since the conflicts are very less, so political stability is being ensured. Okay, now the second reason, what will be the second reason of power sharing? Moral reason. Moral reason is quite opposite to the prudential reason, and that's why power sharing is so essential, because it keeps in mind it prudential reason as well as the moral reason. So moral reason is very spirit of democracy. It upholds the theme that it is the very spirit of democracy. Means if we want democracy in the country, or one country wants to be democratic in real manner, they have to practice power sharing. Each and every, even 1% of the population, 1% of the uh, that the ethnic group which is only 1% of the population, that also has to give in power. So very spirit of democracy, and it gives a chance to the people of the country. Democracy, what is democracy? Democracy is all about people. The power is in the hands of the people, and it ensures that. How? Because it gives them a chance, a power to decide how they want to be governed. Like you must have seen few decisions made by our legislature or everything, or decisions made by the person who are in the power, and it is not accepted by the people. The people reciprocate, and the government are forced to take the decisions back. So it is very important. So why power sharing is desirable? Because of two reasons: prudential and moral. And you have to explain why prudential, what is prudential reason, why we have a prudential prospect, and why we have the moral prospect. So power sharing is very important. It is called a very spirit of democracy. In the next video, I'll tell you about the different forms of power sharing. Thank you.